So Rafael is not able to be here, so I'm gonna just start actually. I'm gonna ask one of you to lead or just to have the regular conversation. I'm gonna grab the opportunity to share a couple of things. We are evolving and upgrading a couple of stuff. One of the things is we are gonna have immersions of conversation. So you can see in the calendar that you can book the conversation immersion, but we are gonna also have an immersion for listening. So we're gonna have the focus on listening skills, especially to develop this skill. For me, it's the worst in English. For me, listening is the worst ever. By far is the worst. And to learn vocabulary, I think it's a pair of things to develop that are gonna help a lot to enhance the fluency and everything else. Okay. So Iago, can I make you the host for this meeting? Is there a problem? Is it okay?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
I
All right.
was, I was, I was about to side eye a little bit to work, but it's okay.
So no, if you need to leave, no problem. I guess Luis and Fernando are able to keep going the conversation as well. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Mateus is about to join as well. So guys, I'm gonna let you start. So Iago and everybody else, it's pretty the same as last year and the other years. Present yourself, try to bring something different, and the topic that Rafael
Yeah,
has
Mateus is
chosen is learning about yourself through new experiences. Okay?
Can you send the questions here because
Yes.
I don't know exactly
Yes, it's here.
where they are?
It's here. Okay?
Okay, thank
Just
you.
paste it here. So enjoy, have fun, and see ya. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye. See ya.
Okay, guys. Well, when I saw Philip, I knew that I will become a host. I, I don't know why. This is the second time that happened. So we are already live on YouTube, and I think that we can start with the introductions. I believe that the only person that I don't know here is Fernando, but I don't know why. I think that you are on my LinkedIn. I'm not sure. But I think that I don't think that I saw you here in an immersion. So please introduce yourself, Fernando. I remember your face, but I don't remember if we met in immersions here.
Yeah, of course. I think our schedule it's not the same, but I know you on LinkedIn because I add a lot of people here in the community in the LinkedIn. I'm Fernando. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I live in São Paulo, capital, but now I'm on vacation. I'm in Vitória da Conquista, Bahia, for the rest on my vacation. I work as a product owner for a company that development software. I'm a married and I have two daughters. In my free time, I like to spend a lot of time with my family, hang out with my daughters to play volleyball. Sometimes we like to go to the to the shopping mall and a lot of things. And I like to watch movies with my wife and a series sometimes. And about me, I think it's just it. I'm stay here in Talk Talk since September the last year for improve my communication skills. I think it's just it. Nice to meet you, Iago. I think is the It's the first immersion with you, but it's a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thank you so much, Fernando. Nice to meet you. Luis, it's been a while that I don't see you. Please introduce yourself.
For sure, Thiago. A long time to see you. Yes, and well, guys, my name is Luis. I'm 45 years old. I'm a data professional. I still live in the most sunny, hot, and beautiful city in the world, Campo Grande, Mato Grosso do Sul. Rainy city. And well, in my spare time, I love art, music, and outside activities. Is it about me? And guys, I don't have you on LinkedIn, so I will share my profile with you. Please add me, no, because I don't post anything, but it's cool have you. Is it about me?
Thank you so much, Luis. And Mateus, please introduce yourself for us.
Hello guys, I'm Matheus, I'm 32 years old. I'm living in Feira de Santana, Bahia. It's a city nearby from Salvador. Um, I have more than 30 days. I don't speak any English, so it's a new beginning for me. Appear is a new beginning for me now. Um, I work with um, business analyst in a company, a technology company, a trade marketing technology company. In my free time, I like to run. I like to ride my bike, spend time with friends and family, traveling. I think it's that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mateus. So guys, my name is Iago. I am no longer 29. I'm 30 now. Um, I work as an instructional designer, and I love to read in my free time. I like embroidering too. I live in a small town with my husband and 7 cats. The one behind me, yeah, she's sleeping. And I think that's it about me. Today we are going to talk about um, having new experiences. I think that this is a good topic because, since we are in a new year, usually we are very invested to make new goals for what we want to achieve during the year. So it's always nice to talk about new experiences and abilities, things that we want to learn and to develop through the year or our life. Let's start with how do new experiences challenge the way you see yourself? Mateus, what do you think?
I think the new experience is very good for the life. I am a person to every year set some some goals to the year. In this year, I try to do a little different. I set uh, goals to the quarter, and I think it's more productive for me because if uh, some goal I don't start a year very good, I can achieve it in the next quarter, not just give up. So I will use this way in this year. And I think new experience, new challenge is very good because um, keep us active, keep us dreaming. I see that.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Mateus, because when you said about thinking about the quarter, in each quarter of the year, That's something that I'm still trying to develop how I am gonna do what I want to do this year, and I think that you gave me an idea now. So I think that will be easier for me. Thank you. And Fernando, what do you think about new experience and challenging yourself?
Oh my gosh, it's difficult to say because when you have a new experience and a new challenge, normally I figure out the new ways for how can I say, oh my gosh, enfrentar esses desafios, because sometimes it's, when I have another experience or a new experience in our life, it's totally different, and I think it's the best way. It's the enfrentar, I think just and I have to because sometimes new experience or be give me a lot of strong for us. I think it's necessary to enfrentar os desafios. Yes.
Yes, I agree because for me, for example, I am a little bit, I won't say that I'm not this person anymore, but I find a little bit difficult to face new things because you need to get out of your comfort zone, and it's always uncomfortable to get out of your comfort zone. But that's something that I am trying to learn how to do it and not to get in my own head, when something new or something unexpected happens. But what about you, Luis? What do you think about new experiences and new challenges? How these kind of things help you grow?
Well, I think that the new experience is always is like I said before, when you are trying to get out your comfort zone, it's challenge yourself, and the challenge yourself uh pop uh pop up a lot of different feelings that you have inside you. Sometimes you don't know, you didn't know that you had that kind of feelings, and it's about life. I said this before, and life is about movement. We can't stay stuck in any in any aspect of our lives, but I do believe that new experiences is always a good way to is a new opportunity to get a better version of yourselves. For instance, for a long time ahead, I didn't like a Brazilian music. For a long time, I just listened to rock and roll and classical music because of piano. Now I am in love with music, Olodum music, for instance. And it's terrible. It's a way to better ourselves, I think. You know.
Yes, I agree. I think the new experiences and new things always can add something to our repertoire, something that is unexpected. You said about listening to Olodum, and I believe that you started listening to it because of the drums. Am I correct?
Yes, totally correct because Carnaval is in the corner and I want to go to Bahia, play drums and part it up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Guys, for me, I think that. new experiences always challenge me to see myself in a different way because I think that it forces me to think differently or to see things in the way that I wasn't necessarily see something. So I think the new experiences always add something, as I said, and it's always good when something happens. And okay, when it's unexpected, but when it's something that you can plan to, I think that it's better. For example, I don't know, traveling, go to a new place and discover new things. I think that it's a really nice way to challenge yourself and to learn new things, see different people, different culture. Um, I don't know, go to the museum, something like this, because I think that the most that we are able to have more repertoire and see different things and interact with different things and different people, we can be better, we can improve ourselves. Guys, I think that question number 4 is a good one because, for example, for me, I was saying that sometimes I don't like when unexpected things happen because I struggle a little bit. But can you experience reveal weakness you were not aware of before? Or, I don't know, can make you stronger in some ways? What do you think, Matheus?
I think, of course, because new experience can reveal weakness, because I think you know what you, uh, um, I don't know express this 100% correct, but if how much you expose yourself is the level you know your strengths and your weakness. If you live in your comfort zone, it's very good in some aspect, but you don't know about another difficult you can have, and if you can, if how you can superate these situations. For example, if you don't expose to communication in public, you cannot know about your talents or skills about that. If you need to do that in the school, in the university, you understand your level and how you can be better in that. So I think new experience review can be review good or bad skills, and we can be better because that.
Yes, I agree. I think that for me, for example, I don't like necessarily the word weakness because I don't know. It can we can have something to improve, but it can not necessarily be a weakness. I don't like that much this word, but I think that, for example, for me, when I face a new challenge and I struggle a little bit, and I understand that, oh, okay, I think that I need to change how I think about the situation or how I see the situation because that's not something that I am comfortable with. So to be comfortable, I need to change my mind, my behavior, and it's good when things like this happen. For example, I think that last month I need to build a class from scratch for how can I say this? For online event that we were doing, to sell a new postgraduate course. And I really needed to rush to do it. And I wasn't comfortable about it because I don't like to rush doing things and to rush when I need to pay attention and when I need some level of creativity to do something. But it turns out that in the first attempt, my manager liked the class and the script, and I wasn't okay. I stressed for nothing because if I was a little bit more confident, I will see that this is a good class that I made. And then I saw that, oh, I think that I need to get better in my emotional intelligence, so I cannot stress for nothing. This is not good for me. Things like this will probably happen again, and I need to change how I think about these unexpected things. And not necessarily a weakness that I would say, but I think that it showed me that I have something that I need to improve and that I want to improve because I felt bothered about not being confident enough with my delivery. Not necessarily because because I needed to rush and to do a lot of things, but about my self-confidence. And that's something that I saw and okay, I think that I need to work on my emotional intelligence and my self-confidence because I cannot allow this to happen again and stress about nothing. This will give me gray hair, you know? But what do you think, Luis?
Well, very interesting question, and I was thinking here that, for instance, new experience always lights up some dark feelings that I try to avoid, you know. For instance, uh, when you are not prepared for a meeting. This happened to me 2 weeks ago. You know, I was waiting for a normal meeting with my colleague, and uh, suddenly my director pops up in the meeting, you know. So I discovered that I can make the Brazilian way in English as well, you know. And well, because usually I am very strict with my meetings and my presentations because I don't like to to not make plan, not plan the things. You know, I like to follow my plans, and it was okay. But in this case, I realized that I have some ability to to act. You know, so it was a new feeling that I I discovered myself. You know.
Yes, I admire people who are able to small talk anything, anywhere, anytime, because that's something that I don't know, it's hard for me, Oh, how's the weather? How you doing? Oh, it's so cold, it's so hard. But what about you, Fernando? What do you think?
Oh my gosh, I think that situation happen all the time, guys. Because every day I think we have a lot of new situation for to in our day, in our daily routine. I think it's sometimes necessary because this experience give us opportunity to learn not a new things. mm, you, because of this it's good. But what do you think, guys? what most the most difficult experience that you have in your experience when you start that for example is study English or speak English, for example. For me, that for example, for me, when I start to apply for a company and I have to opportunity to to having a job interview with an Indian guy, for example, I had this opportunity. For me, it's a oh my gosh, it's difficult and it's a big challenge in the but I found a lot of weakness for in my English because of this. I can to improve my English when I start to conversation with, for example, native speakers. What do you think in our experience, guys?
Well, I'm here talking talk for this reason because I had a job interview with an Indian recruiter, and
Mm-hmm.
I lost the position because she talked to me that my English was not good, and it was the opportunity of my life to move to Czech Republic to live in Prague, and I lost because all my technical skills was okay, but she was very, very, very worried about my English. So in that day, I found talking talk in my here to today. But I think that I will never have again this chance. But I'm here, because
Yes,
I'm an
yeah. What?
agent tech recruiter.
Yes, what's the best to learn that we have you have in this situation, Luis?
The best situation, I think that's this situation make me move to find this place like Talk and Talk. And for me, it's been an amazing journey, because I think
Mm-hmm.
here is a very cool place with a very open-minded people and a respectful environment. So I think that's very
Nice.
important. And today I work for a remote from a company abroad. It's not my dream opportunity, but it's okay. And
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm liking that this is the good surprise of life. It's like a love letter from life, because in nowadays it's very difficult to talk with real people, with real struggles, and we are here practicing English. So it was pretty cool, you know. And I'm here because of this sad event in my life, because I not live in Prague right now, a beautiful city. I can't wear beautiful clothes. I can, and but I'm here and I'm very happy as well.
Nice,
I think
nice.
that the universe can give you this present back to you someday in your life.
Yes, yes, I'm here in Campo Grande. I'm not in Prague with access with high culture, with fashion, you know, and I'm happy here.
A not too hot weather.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. I think that for me, I was thinking about this interview that I made in, I don't know, the beginning of the year, and I was really prepared because I passed through the first interview with the HR person, and it was fine. I was thinking that I nailed in my English and the things that I wanted to say. But when I went to the technical interview, I struggle a lot with technical terms, for example, that I not necessarily knew about it. Or it was not even this because I prepared for the interview and I have some key answers for some key questions that they might ask me. But I was so nervous that I wasn't frozen about the situation, but I just wasn't able to say the things that I wanted to say and to explain how I do my work. And when I left the interview, I was okay. I think that this will not happen. And I was like, Luis, oh, I think that this is that this will be the opportunity of my life because I was able to negotiate a really good salary that I thought. Uh, and I came out of the interview not necessarily frustrated because I was happy to go to the second interview. It was the final interview. I already did a test and it went fine as well. But in the second interview, I wasn't able to give the answers that I want to give. And then I was okay. I need to be prepared for the technical questions, and that's it. That's my learning. This opportunity will, I don't know if that will happen again. I saw that this opening is always there on the LinkedIn, and I always see it, and I think, oh, I think that maybe in the next year that will happen, and I will be ready. But I think that that's it. I for example, when it comes to interview with foreign recruiters, we I don't think that the frustration about doing bad is something that will give us something back. But I think that the ability to see, oh, I think that this is what I need to improve. If you have a feedback or if you don't have a feedback from the recruiter, but I think that being able to, okay, this is something that I need to be ready for the next. Because if you already did one, two, three interviews for a foreign company, it means that you are being seen somehow. And that will happen again with another company, with another recruiter. And it's about to, this is what I need to improve and be prepared for the next one. But Mateus, would you like to answer Fernando's question about your journey with English?
Yeah, like you guys said, I um, start to studying talk to be better. I English talk better, mailing the focus in international opportunity. I don't know until here. I don't participate any processo seletivo or something because I don't be uh, confident to do that. So I don't search for now. I don't look in international opportunities now. But at some point, I wanted to search to look to that for achievement, international job, because I think it's a amazing experience and can be a very, very good thing in my life. Uh, a good salary in dollar or something that it's a huge way to achievement some of my dreams.
Yes, that situation, it happened with Iago. It happened with me too, because when I started to apply for a job and I started to do a job interview, I figured out that I didn't know a lot of vocabulary, specifically vocabulary about my area. Because of this, I started to read and translate the job description and practice a lot of vocabulary about my area because sometimes I figure out that I a lot of words that I need to practice and try and understand, guys.
Yes, I think that this is the key because I don't know, when it comes to maybe when it comes to talk about ourselves, it can be a little bit easier because that's something that we get used to, for example, doing that here. But when it comes to talk about our technical skill, how we do, it changes completely, and somehow you don't know English when you need to talk about these things. But yeah, but Matheus, I think that I will give you the advice to just start to try to search new opportunities abroad because I don't know if you can translate, for example, your LinkedIn or your CV or your portfolio. I think that if you have this done, you can start. Even if your English, even if you don't feel that your English is perfect, because it's how we are saying you when you start, you will identify things that you need to improve to not necessarily about your abilities, but what can you say about them, and then you can be more assertive, on the things that you need to learn from for these specific things. So don't push that much, is expecting that your English is perfect. Just start trying, and you will be fine.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good advice, and I can tell by myself. I can't. I'm facing a challenge because I have a very bad listening skill. So every meet I have, I record and after I translate it to make a double check to understand the meanings and uh, just try, go on and with your English is good, Mateus, and you can apply it, go on, be confident
Yes.
and
Yes, and about this question, Luis, because I, f- I think that we need to figure out your weakness, because just when I start to apply, that the moments that I figure out my weakness when I start to explain about my all my career in English, because sometimes it's difficult to explain about your experience, your skills in Portuguese. It's difficult when I start
yes.
to a job interview. In English, is difficult too because of this Matheus, we need to figure out your weakness. Just it, I think. What do you think, guys?
Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
and
Sorry.
what can make it more comfortable as well? Everyone in your, if, for instance, if you start in a company abroad, everyone you give your you'll be very supportive with you because they know that English is not your first language, and they are very open minded. They are very kind with you, So they want the work, fast and working, and they will do all possible to give you all the the conditions to work, But when I'm in a meeting, for instance, I talk everything wrong, but you need to be clear, Uh, grammar and things is in the second place. You need to be clear and show your work. No, Don't matter. Just show your work, and they are very supportive.
Nice guys. Very, very good advice. I will challenge myself about this in this year. Uh, Last month, when I searched for a new job, I started a new job in December, but in November, some one recruiter um, typed to me in the LinkedIn about the opportunity, international opportunity. But in this conversation, I don't advance it to interview or something like that. But if I, like Iago said, translate my LinkedIn, put my keywords in English, so do this job, I will be and apply. Certainly, I will have the opportunity to challenge myself and uh, discover my needs to be better.
Yeah, that's it. Because if you postpone these things too much, expecting to be perfect, you'll never be perfect, you know, and just go on and try. My LinkedIn is not even in English yet. I'm postponing this, but I was able to do two interview last years, and I have a very modest goal for this year. I want to do 4 interviews. If one of these 4 happen, it would be great. But that's something that I do in my own pace. That's something that I am not crazy about it. And I think that that's something to, okay, I'm trying and not to push yourself too much, but, apply to what makes sense to you, to the things that you believe that aligns with your abilities. But be kind to yourself and go on your own time. Do the things that you need to do, but be kind to yourself and go on your own pace. And somehow that will happen someday. It can be this year, it can be the next. Guys, let me see another question for us. Um, I think that I want to add a question for you guys that is not on the script here. But we started talking about how new experience can challenge ourselves. But something that I want to ask you is how do you stay open to new things, to new experience, to new challenge? Because that's something that it can be hard to be open to new things because it's nice, it's good, it's comfortable when we are in a comfort zone. But how do you stay open, Luis?
Because it's life, you can't close. Because if you close for the life, you be ignorant. For instance, ignorante, ato de ignorar. And life is nowadays is so dark, that you can lose the beautiful parts. It is beautiful parts of life. It is the small things, like a new kind of music, a uh, new friendships, and you need to be open-minded for new experience all the time, because and we live in a country so hardcore to think in another possibilities to live, that need you if you don't need to be jailed in this middle class life, like only live to work and buy things, It's you need to open to you need to be open to another possibilities. I think, so because you'll be like the mass culture, you'll be like everyone, you'll be a good citizen, and it's not a good thing, I do believe. Is this?
Yes, and I think that you said something good, that not only be open to challenge ourselves, but challenge the way that we think about life and how we see our life. That's a good thing to think about, at least. And you, Mateus, what do you think? How do you stay open to new things?
I think sometimes we need to um, challenge ourselves to do that. So you need to push ourselves, or I need to get out of my comfort zone because I need to do something or learn about another thing, because the world is changed very, very fast. For example, we can do in the comfort zone and not learning about AI. But AI is that, so we need to learn about that because it's the not the future, it's the present now. So we need to, I don't know if the correct word, but obligate yourselves to get out of our comfort zone to do to learn about that. So I think we need to think about our future, what we need, and if we need achievement something, we need to do what is necessary to achievement that. So I think it's that.
Yes, I agree. And what do you think, Fernando? Mm.
My friend, I agree with you guys. With Louis, like Luis said, for me, it's I think that I always prepared for new opportunities. I depend it depends of the situation that I think in my life. If I agree with the our life, new things or new experience happen all the time. Because of this, I'm prepared for these opportunities, for new opportunities, for a lot of different things in my life. For me, it's good. It's how can I say? My gosh, in Portuguese we said gás para nossa vida, né? But because of this, I'm always prepared for a new experience.
Yes, I think that for me, that's something that changed maybe about 2 years ago, I think, because I used to be really bothered about not necessarily new things, but unexpected things. And I was forced to learn that I'm not able to control my life. I can't control even if I don't know, if I won't be sick next week, for example. I can control that. Um, and understanding this in the last 2 years, it was something that really gave me the fire to understand too that it's okay. It's okay to be frustrated when something unexpected happens. Okay, it's okay. But it's not okay to be, how can I say it, to to ruminate the situation. Okay, something didn't happen the way that I wanted, but what can I do now? Because my plan will not work anymore. That's clear. So I need to do a different thing. What can I do? And with this, something that I learned last year. Last year, I start meditating almost every day, and that's something that really changed my mind and the way that I just don't know how to explain how meditation changed my mind that even 3 years of therapy didn't do. But something that
But
is
I think
that
I think that frustration it happened, Yaga. I think it's a part of the process,
yes, and something that really stuck on me, for example, it's okay that you can't control life, but you can control how you act on every situation, even when it's something that even when something happened the way that you didn't want to or you didn't expect it. It's not easy to do this thinking all the time that, okay, I need to pay attention on how is my reaction to things. But I think that it's a nice thing to have on my mind and to make this first exercise, okay, this thing didn't happen the way that I wanted. So how can I react to it in a clear way? And that's something that it helps me a lot now. Um, Guys, I don't think that we have time for another question, but I would like to hear from you. How was the conversation? What did you think about the topic? How was for you, Matheus?
For me, it's very, very good. It's important to challenge myself in this year. So it's a very good conversation with very good advices. These years can be a very good years for us. We need to expose yourself to new situations and be better. So for me, it's very, very good, guys. Thank you.
Yes, totally agree. Thank you so much, Matheus, for being here. And how was for you, Luis?
Yeah, it was a very meaningful conversation. I like to talk with real people, like I said before, and it's cool to think that we can't control our future, so new experiences will pop up in your life. So I think that was the main idea that I had from this conversation. Very meaningful.
Thank you so much, Luis. Really nice to see you. And how was for you, Fernando?
Oh man, for me it was amazing. It's our always to pleasure stay with you guys here in Talk Talk. When Luis participates with me, it's a pleasure to be again in another immersion. It's always a pleasure. Now it was the first immersion with you, Iago. It was a pleasure. No, yeah, it was amazing. The subject is it was interesting, but I think a little bit deeply, but it was amazing. Thank you guys.
Yes, we struggle a little bit with these
Yeah, yeah.
deep topics, but it's always nice to challenge our vocabulary. Guys, for me, the conversation was really great. I wasn't ready to talk about this topic because I didn't even know what was. But it was really nice to lead the conversation today. I'm also a host here in Talk and Talk. My immersions are on Monday, 6 p.m. Yes, Monday, 6 p.m. I will be starting again next week because I was in the holiday vacations and I'm getting back next week. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to